Hi, welcome to Coffee with Angel for Wednesday. I hope you're having a great morning. Like I said, I was in some training on Sunday night with Andrea Waltz and Richard Fenton on their concept of go for no and wanting to hear the word no rather than being afraid of it. So this blog is going to be a summary of what I learned from them. Like I said, I'm going to take the training that I do and just pass it on to you. So, if you did hear this webinar, maybe this will just be some extra tips for you. If not, I hope you get as much great information out of it as I did. Basically, the way they started off was that we all want to hear the word yes because we want to be financially successful. And if you take away the money portion of that, what does being successful actually mean for you? It means more fun and less stress and less worry. And if you're not having to worry about starting your business and starting getting it going, like once you're on that uphill where you're not having to worry about it anymore, things are starting to happen and you see that, then you're able to just really relax and focus your time and energy on other ways of building your business, building up your team, encouraging other people and watching other people have success. So it really becomes so much more fun once you start getting successful. But people focus on the word yes so much and are so scared of the word no. And they said how when we were kids, no was just a part of our life. We kind of expected no when we were kids. I mean, how many times as a kid did you hear the word no and it didn't even affect you, right? Most times you wouldn't listen. So, and somewhere along in life, we're told to play it safe, and we start to kind of just be like, don't take chances, don't take risks. And so then that ends up making us be afraid of rejection and what that's going to feel like, and that puts us out of our comfort zone if we hear the word no. So they said to stop and think of what it means to you when you hear the word no. So, and that's internal and external. So internally, if someone says no to you, how does it make you feel? What kind of negative thoughts do you feel? And, it can bring back, things that have happened in your past or in your childhood, or, just that feeling of, oh, it's never going to happen, or, I am worthless. That's right. I don't deserve this. You can be so attached to that word no, and just really take it personally. So this whole process is about being able to, be unattached to that and not care if you hear the word no. And then externally, what does the word no do to you? Does it make you stop for the day? Does it make you stop for the week, for the month, or do you just stop completely because you've heard no, nobody's ever going to join you, and that's it? So it's really the people who are successful hear that no and they just keep going, and they know that there's other people out there that are going to say yes. So you've really just got to go for those no's. So how you react really determines how successful you're going to be. So if you aren't where you want to be right now in your business, that means you're not failing enough. And the way to fail more is to increase the amount of exposure that you're getting and to hear the word no more often. So they said to go from setting yes goals to now setting no goals, because a yes goal, so if you want to say get 5 new people in your business, or sell your products to 5 new people this month or this week, or whatever your goal is for your yeses, most people will reach that goal. And if you reach that goal before you've actually set the time for it, you stop and you celebrate and you take some time off, and which is great, and it's great to celebrate, but it really, yes, limits you. Whereas setting a no goal, like say if you set a goal that you're going to hear the word no 5 times a day, which, I mean, how easy is it to do that, right? So if you do that, the yeses are going to come, because if you're constantly going after no, there are going to be some yeses out there. And so always going after no doesn't make you stop. You don't stop and celebrate your no's because you want to go out and keep on getting them. So you end up becoming more successful. And, it just gives you a more appreciation for the yeses, but you don't even get as excited about them as you do when you hear them if you're going for a yes goal. Because if you go for a yes goal, you're excited about that goal. If you go for a no goal, and you hear a yes, then it's not, it's not as exciting. It's great, your business is growing, but you're not, the emotion is really out of it. So I think it's a really great way to think of it. And also they said to think of it as people are afraid of failure, but failure is actually where we need to be in order to get to success. So think of it as you leading to failure, leading to success, rather than you in the middle with success or failure on either side. You need to go through the failure in order to get the success. So that really, for me, really stood out, because then failure isn't on this other side. I need to fail in order to succeed. And so I don't need to ever be afraid of failing, because it's not an option on this side. If that makes sense, that's what I got out of it. And what else? This also was me. There's a lot of people out there who will, just dive into training. Like, if you're not successful right away, you will just, some people, and not all people, most people will give up, but there's the determined people who are determined to learn how to be good at this from the inside out, and that was me. And you focus all your time and energy on learning, but you don't go out and do it right away. It's like you're never going to feel like you're perfect enough to be able to go out and actually do what you're supposed to be doing. So they just said that the amount of times that you present something is way better than the quality. So if somebody, learns a few things and then goes out and goes, they're going to have more success, because more people are being exposed to their story. And if you wait around until you're perfect, you're never going to go out there and do it until you start failing. And that's what you're telling people is your story. Make it personable, show people that you care. And then they had, it was SW, and what that stands for is some will, some won't, so what, someone's waiting. And then that kind of circles around back to the whole abundance mindset, right? So what, someone's waiting, so what, you said no, there's someone who's going to say yes. And if you just immediately think that way when you hear the word no, it's not going to affect you. You're not going to feel bad about yourself. The person isn't saying no to you. And most times when someone says no, it's not never. It just means not now. They're not rejecting you. Like I said yesterday, it could be the value that you're putting out, whether or not they see value in it. But if they say no, don't take it personally. It's not that they don't see value in you. However, on the other side of things, people are going to buy into you. So you have to care about the person, just don't care about the answer. There was 5 failure levels that they talked about, but I think I'm just going to put that on the page because we're running pretty long here. So in the end, it's just basically, you're going to want to go out there, set a no goal, even, one a day if that's where you want to start, but just set a no goal. And when you're about to approach someone and you're afraid of getting that no, just have that little voice in your head say, so what's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to say no. That's literally the worst that could happen. So it's not that bad when you think of it that way, right? So I'll, there's also a link. They had more training that they offer on their own site, so I'll put that up on the blog post as well. I had someone email me. There's actually been a couple of people email me a couple of different things, whether or not I'm going to be talking about my products in the weight loss line, like the nutrition and weight loss line. I'm not going to talk about my opportunity or my products in the blog. That's on the page. And there's links to that. Send me an email anytime, coffeewithangel@outlook.com. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about that stuff. And then other people were asking about like the fitness side of things and the work from home mom side of things, whether or not I'm going to be doing blogs on that. And I was thinking maybe I could do that for Saturdays. Make Saturdays more of a lifestyle kind of post. Because I really, like I said, I was just thinking it would be just kind of a random day. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that at all. I'm certainly not a professional. I've been, working out from home for the last 16 years. And I've been a work from home mom for, I guess, about a year and a half, 2 years. So, I would love more than anything to share, but just know that it's not expert advice. It will just be my life advice and how things work for me. And I'd love to answer questions. I'd like to think that over the 16 years that I've learned enough where I could certainly help some people out. And it is what I do for a living with what I do, but I would sure love to share how I make my lifestyle successful. So thank you so much for tuning in with me today and for reading my post. And I hope you have a great Wednesday. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.